Most people believe Siren Head kills its victims. They hear the sirens, they disappear, and they're never seen again. But what if that's not true? What if the missing are still alive, still conscious, still waiting for someone to hear them? This is the story of a radio host named Ryan Cole, and the night he discovered what really happens to those who follow the signal. Ryan hosted a small late-night radio show. Most nights were boring. Prank callers, ghost stories, the occasional conspiracy theorist. Nothing unusual, until a call came through shortly after midnight. The caller was an elderly woman. She sounded terrified, barely able to speak. Between sobs, she whispered, "Please help me." Ryan asked where she was. The woman hesitated, then answered, "I don't know, it's been so long." The line suddenly went dead. Ryan thought nothing of it, until the next morning. Police arrived at the station asking about the call. They played an old recording, a recording of a woman reported missing more than 20 years earlier. Ryan listened in disbelief. It was the same voice, the same woman, the same person, missing since 2003. Over the next few weeks, more calls arrived. A hunter who vanished in the woods, a hiker who disappeared without a trace, a child reported missing decades ago. Every caller claimed the same thing. They were trapped somewhere covered in fog. They could hear sirens constantly, and in the distance, they could see a massive shape moving through the darkness. One caller sounded exhausted, as though he hadn't slept in years. Ryan asked if there were other people with him. The caller began crying, then whispered, "Thousands! I can hear thousands of them." Ryan became obsessed. He recorded every call, studied every disappearance, and eventually discovered something strange. Every missing person had vanished near the same forest, a place surrounded by old legends. Stories about strange sirens echoing through the trees at night. Stories most people dismissed as myths. Ryan decided to investigate. 3 nights later, he entered the forest carrying a recorder and a portable radio. For hours he found nothing. Then the signal appeared, weak at first, hidden beneath layers of static. Ryan adjusted the radio and immediately froze. There were voices, hundreds of them, maybe thousands, all speaking at once. Some were crying, some were begging, others were screaming. The signal grew stronger the deeper he went, as though it was leading him somewhere. Then Ryan saw them, 2 red lights glowing in the fog, far above the treetops, far too high to belong to any human being. The voices suddenly became clearer. One whispered, "Run." Another said, "Don't let it hear you." Then a third voice spoke, a voice Ryan recognized instantly, his own. Ryan's blood ran cold. The voice was terrified, breathing heavily, as though it was running from something. Then it said, "Ryan, it's looking at you." The recording ended moments later. Search teams entered the forest the following morning. They found Ryan's equipment, his radio, his recorder, his backpack, but Ryan himself was gone. No footprints, no signs of a struggle, nothing. Only one final audio file remained. Authorities released it years later. The recording begins with several seconds of static. Then a trembling voice speaks, a voice identified as Ryan Cole. He says, "My name is Ryan Cole. Please help me." A long silence follows, and somewhere in the distance, the sound of sirens slowly begins to grow louder. No one has ever explained where the recording came from, and Ryan Cole was never seen again.